Like that? I... yeah. That... that was it. It's so simple, but I can't believe I never thought to tie them together. Especially with this feeling that I was being pulled to create this. Thank you, Kit. Without you, I barely did anything. I was just thinking out loud. Still, you helped me complete it. I've been chasing this idea for years, and after one day with you, I'm starting to think fate sent you to be my muse. Oh no, not the cheesy artist pickup line. It's a no-go, huh? Try again. I'll save myself the embarrassment, but thank you, honestly. That dream again. His velvet voice, ooh, the soft warmth in his eyes, that gentle touch. So, has my dream changed? Now I'm dreaming about helping him with the painting instead of in the prison? This mysterious stranger sometimes visited me in my dreams. Our interactions were so vivid, like they actually happened. Every time I was left with this desire to reach out to him, to grab hold of him and never let go, afraid I'd never see him again if I didn't. But every time I tried, I was only met with a dissipating haze, like a beautiful curse I was destined to relive over and over. I burrowed my face into my pillow, as if that would rub away the melancholy settling over me, and tried to fall back asleep. But the lingering effects of the dream made it impossible. What time is it? With heavy, sleep-deprived eyelids, I blinked groggily at my clock. 1:11 a.m. I shook my head and groaned, hiding away once again under my blanket. Hopefully I'm not too tired at work tomorrow. As I closed my eyes, I sighed. Would my dream stranger visit me again when I fell asleep? Did I have the heart to let him sweep me away, just for him to vanish as soon as the morning sun came? Why can't he be real? Please give him a warm welcome to the team. Out of all the candidates, he was the best by a mile. Congratulations, let's go. Well, that's not quite. Well, okay, I gave up. My arm went further into my back. We're done. We're not going to do that ever again. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes. Okay. Now, what was his name again? Oh my god. Can we not believe that? Crazy. Damn. The tickle of someone else's fingertips brushing against mine. Got it. I'll check in with you later. I have a good feeling about the two of you. Thanks. New guy, huh? Well, let's see what he's made of. I hope he's as good as everyone's making him out to be. Come in. Hey, you Kit? That voice. I jerked towards the door. I'd recognize that voice anywhere, but never would I have imagined to hear it outside of my dreams. A red string, Oh, we're in prison again. Wait, don't take him away. Kid, Vent. His hand was yanked from mine, and the comforting warmth of his hold was replaced by a lonely chill. I rushed to the guards, desperate to keep him by my side. But they shoved me away, and I fell to the rough, cold prison floor. No. The jagged stone ground scraped against me as I ran to the guards again. But I was too slow, and the cell door clanged shut. I pulled on the iron bars, willing them to open. I said that a little weird. But like the guards, they held no response to my cries. With no other choice, I watched my love get dragged away. Van! He yelled something back, but our growing distance muddled his words. As his silhouette faded into the shadows, a piece of me was stolen with him. Sweat clung to my shirt. Air entered my lungs in short bursts. My chest ached with emptiness. The feeling of loss lingered in my body. What? As I slowly came to, my breathing steadied and my heart rate slowed. I fell back against my pillow. Ugh, that dream again. And why is it always about him of all people? Damn. I tried to fall asleep, but to no avail. Memories of the dream tugged at me until morning. Why do you look worse than usual today? Damn, okay. Great, just what I needed. Waiting by my office door was Van himself. Okay, so we do remember everything from before. I'm very confused by what's going on. I thought you kicked me to the title screen, and I thought that meant something. As if he knew that was exactly what would worsen my mood. We hate each other now? Great. Literally, shut it, Van. Wow, more aggravating too. Impressive. For your information, this is your fault. My fault? Yes, because evidently it's not enough for you to make my life miserable here. You have to haunt me in my sleep, too. You dreamt about me? It was a nightmare. Don't flatter yourself. So if you hate me a little more than usual today, you only have yourself to blame. It's not my fault you think about me so much that you dream about me. Delicious. What's going on? Just shut up. I'm not in the mood today. Van only whistled before disappearing into his office, which somehow annoyed me even more than if he had said anything. Whatever. I entered my own office and started sorting through the mountain of emails awaiting me. But after our conversation, I only felt more hung up on last night's dream. Why am I still thinking about that? Hello? Who is texting me? Yo. They changed my profile picture. Where's my little peace sign? This is so sad. What do you want? The proposal we have coming up. Did you make those edits yet? I'll get to it. Chill out. You sure? Your calendar says otherwise. I'll snoop around my calendar. How many times have I told you not to do that? I wouldn't do it if you didn't book it up like an idiot. I know how to do my job, Van. Get off my back. Jesus, you still crabby from your dream or what? Nightmare? Hey, you're just being annoying. I don't need you to micromanage me. I'm not You know what? Never mind. Not even worth it. Just do it. I don't want to have to keep waiting on you. My phone finally went silent, and I took a deep breath to regain my composure. There he goes again, harping on me like usual. What is his problem? Does he ever not have a stick up his... Okay, breathe. Don't let him get you worked up again. I remember the day we first met, when I thought I had literally met the man of my dreams. Wow, okay, so this is... Okay. What a joke. I thought he would be sweet, charming, but this Van was aggravating, grumpy, a hard ass. The list went on. But our boss said we made a good team. And no matter how much Van and I disagreed with that, here we were, 2 years later, still working on projects together. It's been 2 years, damn. That client proposal is due at the end of this week. As much as I hated to admit it, Van was waiting on me to finish the remaining pieces. But with everything else on my plate, I hadn't gotten a chance to get to it. And last night's nightmare wasn't doing any favors for my productivity. I hate when I get those nightmares. The fact I dreamt so desperately about Van and them was bad enough, but the day after... How am I supposed to act around him, especially with this gnawing feeling, this unease that ate away at me, as if something was about to go wrong and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Maybe I should ask him to help. No, he'd never let me live it down. I can do it, I just need to rearrange my schedule. Van didn't message me for the rest of the day. While I was able to make some progress on the client proposal, it wasn't finished like I had hoped. You have got to be kidding me. As if this excruciating day couldn't get any worse, it was now pouring rain. I didn't bring my umbrella. Of course not. I can't believe this. Of all the godforsaken things that could happen, this is just...
Talking to yourself now? You finally lose it?
Do you know how much I play video games where I have to read? Talk to myself all the time. Van was smirking at me with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. I scowled at his less than appreciated appearance. You have eyes. Do you see my umbrella? I'm sure even you can figure out why I'm mad.
Dream Me didn't remind you to bring it this morning?
No, Nightmare You was busy tormenting me. Surprisingly, he didn't respond. Instead, he tilted his head as if contemplating something. What, no scathing remark about how dumb I am for forgetting my umbrella?
Too easy.
Then what? Don't tell me you have an extra poncho lying around.
Of course not. Jeez, you're unbearable today. The rain isn't supposed to let up at all tonight.
Great. Thanks for this amazing news. I really appreciate it. In that case, pray I don't get sick and ditch you on that big project coming up. Van stared at me with some mixture of pity, disgust, and frustration. Don't look at me like...
Here, get under.
What? Van held his umbrella. You're not holding anything. Van held his umbrella out, and I blinked, dumbfounded. Surely I heard him wrong.
Don't make me repeat myself.
You'd let me walk with you?
Did I stutter?
Yes.
Listen, the only thing dumber than someone who forgot their umbrella before a huge thunderstorm is someone who gave themselves more work to do because they let that idiot get sick.
Damn. I did not want to get under his umbrella. So bad. But I wanted to walk through the storm without one even less. Fine. Don't make this weird.
Right back at you.
Oh, hello. He lifted his umbrella over the both of us. There wasn't much room underneath, but it was better than the alternative. I awkwardly shuffled next to him, the closest we had ever been since we'd known each other. He smelled annoyingly good, like warm, earthy pine.
You good?
Well, I guess we'll find out when we start walking, won't we? He made a point to roll his eyes before we ventured into the rain. He did. I stayed still. Water immediately soaked through my sleeve and I shifted closer to Van. He seemed to stiffen, but aside from that, absent was the snarky response I would have expected from him. He's not bad to be around when he shuts himself up. The storm's winds picked up, pelting even heavier raindrops against me. Eek! My side is getting soaked. I glanced at his umbrella. He was holding it straight up, but the wind was blowing the rain at an angle. He needs to hold the umbrella this way to block more of the rain. I think if you just...
What?
You need to... Why does it feel so awkward to talk to him right now? Is it because he's being weirdly nice?
What are you saying right now?
Let me show you. I grabbed his wrist and angled it against the direction of the wind. There, see? Whoa. His grasp on the handle faltered, and we both fumbled and failed to grip the umbrella tighter. It clattered to the ground, exposing us to the torrent of rain.
Idiot.
Me? You're the one who dropped it. He grabbed the umbrella and then my hand, and we bolted for a nearby awning. Drenched and panting, we caught our breaths as we took a momentary reprieve from the storm.
Nice going.
Thank you. How was I supposed to know you have butterfingers?
You make it a habit to grab anyone you know?
It would have been faster for me to just show you. You weren't holding the umbrella right. He shot me a piercing glare before turning back to the rain.
Whatever. My place is just one train stop away. If you need to drive there, you can.
At your place or at the train stop? I live further than one stop. Sitting for that long in these soaked clothes. Yeah, fine. I won't take long. Thanks.
Yeah.
He held the umbrella out. I walked towards it before he pulled it away, eyeing me warily.
No more sudden moves from you, though.
And hold it right this time.
Oh my god.
I'm having a lot of fun with this version. I love this kind of dynamic. I'm sorry. I returned to his sides, to that faint smell of pine, and together we hurried to Van's place.
Bathroom's on the left. I'll get you a towel.
Thanks.
You can dry your clothes in the dryer. I have something you can wear in the meantime.
Oh, whoa. Thanks. In all the time we'd known each other, I'd never been to his place. He kept it surprisingly clean. I waited awkwardly at the doorway as Van retrieved my towel and spare clothes. Today has been interesting. Van being nice to me was a development I wouldn't have expected even if hell froze over. And for it to happen after my nightmare last night. All of it was too unbelievable to wrap my head around. I'll just shower, and as soon as my clothes are done drying, I'll head out.
Here, this should fit.
Van returned with a fluffy towel, a clean shirt, and some baggy shorts.
But let me know if you need anything else. Dryer's in the closet connected to the bathroom, so just throw your stuff in there.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I cringed at my meek response and hurried to the bathroom. It's weird not being mean to him. I pulled my clinging wet clothes from my body and turned on the shower. The warm steam was a welcome relief after the cold rain. As I stepped into the shower, I sighed and let my worries melt under the hot water. Inevitably, my thoughts returned to last night's nightmare. I was so heartbroken when Van was taken away. Even now, I could remember the way my chest ached for him, and the way I had grown flustered walking by his side today. No. We are not going to think about that right now. I turned off the water. The heat was obviously getting to my head. As I put his clothes on, the smell of pine surrounded me again. Damn, he's annoying. Why does he smell so good? Fresh from my shower, I stepped into Van's living room, but he was nowhere to be found. Van?
In here. You want anything to drink?
He brought out a bottle of beer for himself. Okay. I get to choose. Water. I didn't know you drank. I know you mean alcohol, but I'm thinking like in general.
Well, if I'm gonna be stuck with you for the next hour or so.
Wow. Here I thought we were finally starting to tolerate each other.
Think again.
I rolled my eyes, though I hated to admit I felt more comfortable with our usual banter.
You hungry?
You're feeding me too? What the fuck? He turned to start dinner, but not without giving me a good glimpse of his smirk first. Great timing, stomach. But whatever he was making did smell good. While I wouldn't say it out loud, I was grateful for the food. Eventually, our meal was ready, and he served each of us a plate, including a side of his specialty, a shit-eating grin.
Well, eat up.
If you're going to be annoying about it, maybe I won't. He rolled his eyes, pushing my plate closer to me.
I was kidding. Lighten up. Make sure you eat. If you get sick before the big presentation, I'm gonna hunt you down and bring you into the office, nose running and all.
I scoffed, but obliged as I dug in. He's actually a pretty good cook. We ate in uncomfortable silence until Van spoke again.
Hey, that dream you said you had about me,
Mm-hmm. Nightmare.
what was it about?
Oh, you know. Jail. Why do you care?
I don't know, I was just wondering.
So you can torment me over it?
No, that's not what I... Fuck. Why do you always have to make things so difficult?
Can I hear that one again?
No, that's not what I...
This one afterwards.
Fuck. Why do you always have to make things so difficult?
Sorry, that was very selfish of me. When have you ever given me reason to make things easy for you?
Just answer the question, damn.
In my nightmare. What am I supposed to say? It was a nightmare, but it was because I lost him? That makes me sound like I'm in love with him. He'd hold that over me for as long as I live. It's embarrassing. Why do I have to tell you?
Because I asked?
What kind of reason is that?
What's the big deal? Just tell me.
Easy for you to say. You can just listen and then make fun of me.
I won't make fun of you.
Why should I believe you?
Because I said so.
Yeah, right. Why do you want to know so bad?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
You do if you want to know what my nightmare was about. He clenched his jaw. When I refused to answer, he scoffed and rolled his eyes.
I'll tell you. After you tell me about your nightmare. Promise?
His interest was suspicious, too high to be due to his usual jackassery. I decided to tell him out of pure curiosity. Fine. All right. In my nightmare, I was in some old prison cell, like those musty stone ones from cheesy historical period films. And you were being taken away from me by these guards. I don't know why. I kept trying to stop them, but it was useless. When I woke up, it was like the dream had actually happened. My chest hurt. Felt like I lost someone important to me. I grew quiet, remembering the heartache, before realizing Van was still listening to my story. I mean, it was a lot scarier than I'm making it sound right now. Like I got all scraped up from the stone and there was this loud clanging and it was cold. You know what? Never mind. It sounds stupid now that I say it out loud. It was just bothering me all day because the dream felt so real. And it was about you, of all people. So, there you have it. My cheeks burned at having to share such an embarrassingly intimate dream with him. And his silence was not helping. He's probably trying to decide which of his many annoying comebacks to make right now.
Have you ever heard about the red string of fate?
No, never in my life. Go ahead. Oh, I get to, that's a yes or no question I get to actually answer. Yeah, I have. The idea that soulmates are bound by a red string, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. What about it?
Nothing?
Okay, cool. Good talk. Glad we're here. Nothing? Does it have to do with my nightmare? You think... Oh my god, you think we're soulmates or something?
No. As if you would be my soulmate.
Are you saying you believe in soulmates?
Don't be ridiculous.
You're acting weird. Like, weirder than usual. Are you drunk? Off of, like, maybe an entire beer? Maybe a couple sips? Like...
Ugh, please.
Well, you still didn't tell me why you wanted to know about my nightmare. Is it connected to this red string thing, or...
I don't want to tell you.
Okay, fine. I had to tell you about my nightmare.
You're gonna be an ass about it.
Maybe. No, I won't. I will. Promise?
Fine! That dream you had about me?
Mm-hmm. Nightmare.
Ugh, shut up!
Never.
I saw something similar when you wrestled me today.
There's a lot going on in that line. First of all, Oh my god, you saw something similar? Secondly, wrestled. What do you mean you saw something? Are you making fun of me?
When I touch someone for the first time, I get these visions, like deja vu, but stronger. It doesn't happen a lot. It's not like I meet people from my past lives often. But it does. And I know it sounds crazy, so don't even bother saying anything right now or you will piss me off, I swear to God.
Anything.
But that dream you had about me? I saw the same thing when you manhandled me earlier. And just like you, I've never experienced anything that strong before. The vision was so clear, and afterwards I felt... Anyways, I remembered the red thread, and I thought, what if, in another life, we were separated, and... 2 years ago, we finally found each other again. I mean, it's stupid. You're right. Just forget I said anything.
My need to be nice. I don't think that I would ever tell somebody that they sound crazy. I didn't say it was stupid.
So you think we're soulmates?
No, I just think that you're stupid. I definitely didn't say that. But I do think it's weird we both saw the same thing. Okay, let's just... Hypothetically, if we rolled with this idea just for a second... You're saying in a past life we were... together. But we got separated for some reason. And after all these years, we found each other again. Because we're soulmates, tied together by the red string of fate. That's why I had that dream and you had that vision.
When you say it like that, it sounds corny.
Yeah, well, that's how you said it. You know, if you want me to be your soulmate, you are not selling it well.
I don't want you to be my soulmate. I didn't even believe in them or think about them until now.
That was very quick for a non-believer to a believer sort of thing.
Never mind. This was dumb. I shouldn't have even brought you up. We're probably just...
You up?
Tired from work. And we spent so much goddamn time together. Now we're getting the same weird stress dream. Just forget it.
I wanted to forget. Oh, and he didn't even know how badly I wanted to. But I couldn't. The dreams, this invisible connection to him, it pulled at me. Ah. The scalene triangle.
What now?
I have synesthesia. When I hear people's names, I get this physical sensation. Who said a name? Sometimes it's really subtle, like sinking into a pillow after a long day. Other times it's a bit stronger. When you first told me your name, it felt like that short moment after you've held someone's hand and you can still feel the warmth of their hand on your palm. Or like when someone's hand has been ripped from yours in a prison cell.
Now you're making shit up.
Wow, you can have visions, but I can't have synesthesia. I see how it is. I'm not making it up.
If you want to be my soulmate so bad, just ask me out like a normal person.
You're the one who brought up the idea of soulmates first. Van tapped his finger against the table, something he did whenever he was deep in thought.
You're being serious right now? About the name thing?
Did I stutter?
Damn, this is so fucking weird. When do coincidences become fate?
I was starting to feel tired from all these revelations and glanced at my phone. 2:22 a.m. Oh my god, I need to get home. I jumped from my seat. Van glanced wide-eyed at me and then the clock.
You're leaving?
Do you not want me to? Well, it's already past 2 and we have work tomorrow. You want me to pull an You want me to pull an all-nighter with you talking about whether soulmates are real?
But you can't go home now, it's dangerous.
Yeah, why? Because it's nighttime? You're saying you want me to stay the night?
I don't want you to stay the night, but it's too late for you to walk home alone.
Uh-huh. No, tell me more, please. Go ahead. I don't have clothes for tomorrow.
Just wear what you wore today.
The same outfit?
Who cares? No one will even notice. We're all barely human at work anyways.
Fair point. It is late.
It's fine. You can sleep on the couch.
Wow, no bed for your guest.
Nope. I have just the one, and it's for me. Unless you want to share.
I want to do it for the meme. The character would probably say absolutely. I want to know what happens if you say yes. I want to see if it's like saying it jokingly or if the main character will legitimately say yes, you know? I hope that they're like, no, I'm just joking. Please. All right, let's do it.
What?
A bed. Let's share it. You offered, right?
Yeah, but...
This might actually be better. Hold on. What, backing out? I didn't know the thought of sleeping with me made you so nervous.
It doesn't. Fine. Come on.
He turned and stalked towards his room, not even bothering to check if I was following him. Do you not have a headboard? Or a bed frame at all? Hold on. I'm judging your interior design tastes. I guess you do have a bed frame, but it's like the same color as the bed, so it kind of fits in, but that could also just be the mattress. It's really hard to tell when everything's blurry like this. And it's like so low to the floor. Anyway, I'm making fun of him for no reason. When we entered his room, he motioned towards his bed. That gesture suddenly made the idea of sleeping next to him all too real. Did I really want to do this? No, I'm committed. I'm doing it for the meme. I slipped into his bed, trying to ignore the intense heat rising to my cheeks. I guess this side of the bed is mine now.
That's my side?
Too bad. Not anymore. Let's go, me. Yeah, not quite. I eventually, sometime in the future, am going to update my tracking so it's not webcam focused, but right now we don't have that yet. So if I high-five myself, it doesn't connect, and also my hand is in my chest. One day though. Sometime. In a couple months, maybe. He huffed, muttering something incomprehensible under his breath before settling into the other side of the bed. I could have given up my spot. No, could have. But after everything that had happened today, the umbrella, the shower, the dinner, the soulmate talk, I didn't want to encounter Nice Van again. Nice Van made me feel weird. He was too similar to the man from my dreams. The old ones, of the man I longed to meet. And that made me... I just need to sleep and put this entire day behind me. But as I lay in Van's bed, sleep eluded me. I just want today to be over. I tried to get into a comfortable position to the best of my... I just had a thought in my head. To the best of my abilities. But even that was hard, given my current hyper-awareness of Van's proximity. Why is he so close to me? Is his bed just that small? Maybe this position.
Are you gonna be like that all night?
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Loud.
Damn, I didn't even say anything. It's not my fault your bed is so uncomfortable. Why is it so hot in here?
My bed is fine. I didn't know I was sleeping with royalty tonight.
Well, you should have.
Why is it so hot in here?
Ooh.
Just stay on your side of the bed and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. What do you think I'm trying to do?
I don't know.
I didn't bother responding. This could go on all night, and it was late enough as it is.
Night. Why did I say that?
Night. Interesting. They still haven't finished the appendix edits I told them about. I searched their calendar. I could already hear them yelling at me for it. And their schedule's packed. Again. Why do they take on so much? It had been a couple of days since the weird Soulmate incident, and we hadn't seen much of each other since. Soulmate. What was I thinking? I must have been drunk out of my mind to have said that out loud on one beer. Not 100... Can I put my finger up? Thank you. One beer. Not 100% sure that it was fully drunk. I was definitely drunk if I let them sleep in my bed. It had taken forever to fall asleep that night, as if that's what I needed after getting drenched in the rain and staying up late. And why were they so close to me? Has my bed always been that small? Unless you want to share. Why did I say all that? But was it really so strange after what I'd seen when we touched?
I think they're coming for me soon. The prison guards were talking about it.
Okay. Already? I couldn't agree more, but I had to stay strong. My punishment was coming now, whether we wanted it to or not. And I wanted to make this as painless as possible, for their sake. Isn't there something we can do? Some way we can... Kid. Yes.
Remember our promise?
No. I do.
I'll make it happen. No matter what. I swear it.
Then... find me in the next life.
Always.
They reached for me through the bars, and I took hold of their hand. I committed it all to memory, the feel of their skin, the strength of their grip, the warmth of their touch. I'd never forget any of it.
They're coming. But don't forget, okay? No matter what.
Adrenaline coursed through my body. How was it possible to feel even more nervous? I'd never imagined it would be so difficult to keep it cool in my last moments. I thought I'd accepted this a long time ago. Maybe I had, before I met Kit. Could they feel my hand shaking? Hear the quiver in my voice? They were so close, and yet so far away. What I would do to bring them into my arms. But there was no use for those kinds of thoughts. All of that was impossible. And so I prayed to turn the impossible possible. If there's anyone out there, let this be my one request. Let me find them again. My one request. Is that really a past life we shared? There was no way. Every logical bone in my body rejected the possibility. So then why couldn't I stop thinking about that? Ooh. Still, to call them my soulmate out loud like that. My face heat up from the memory. Oh my god, and now Kit has me blushing. Unbelievable. And yet, as much as I tried to forget that conversation, I noticed myself being even more distracted by them than usual. Have they eaten? They seem stressed. What meeting do they have now? Endless questions and thoughts brought on by a new hyper-awareness of them. And to make matters worse, not only could I not get Kit off my mind, I couldn't talk to them the same as before. Which brought me to my current dilemma. When the hell are they going to finish that appendix? It's due in 2 days. Fuck it, where are they? All these questions were making me fidgety. There was nothing left to do but seek Kit out and ask them myself. It had been a couple of days since our soulmate talk, but since then, Van and I, me, Kit, nice to meet you, had interacted very little with each other. The main reason being all these small projects I had to manage. A mountain of emails here, piles of documents there, endless meetings somewhere else. I had no time for myself. I'm going to lose my mind. What made it even more stressful was the proposal deadline coming up. I still hadn't made the progress I needed to on the documents. Things just keep happening. There's always some fire I need to douse. It was like I could feel Van glaring at my back. Kit. Here it comes. I got up and opened my office door before hurrying back to my desk. I already know what you're going to say. I'm going to work on it today. Van hesitated before stepping into my office. He closed the door behind him. The deadline is coming up. If you need help, I don't need help. I got it. Relax. Stuff just keeps coming up, so I haven't had time. But I'll do it. Just, I don't need you breathing down my neck. Well, is there anything else I can do to help out? While you work on the edits, that is. No. No way in hell am I asking for your help. You're not asking, I'm offering. Jackass. It doesn't have to be big, but however long you were going to spend working on other crap, focus on the proposal instead. I'll take care of whatever you would have worked on. Why, so you can hold it over me? No thanks. So I can stop waiting on you and put my final edits in before the deadline. Fine, whatever. Come here. Van leaned over me, and the new proximity reminded me again of that addicting scent of pine. I pointed him to the different emails I needed to respond to, and make sure to follow up with them on whether those forms got approved. Jeez, normally people hire secretaries for this much work, you know. Now you know why I've been taking a while. He didn't respond, simply pulling up an extra chair and starting. I turned my attention to my own stack of documents. Let's see, one of the changes we needed to implement was in Appendix C. I tapped my pen against the table, mentally reviewing the last edits for our presentation. And then there's Table 5A.
Just emailed about the new meeting time.
His help was meant to give me some breathing room. But all I could think about was how much I needed his help, on how much I was drowning. My vision blurred as tears gathered on my lashes. Shit, I don't want to cry in front of them. I stared at the ceiling and tried to discreetly blink away the water, but the subtle movement was enough to catch Van's attention.
You okay?
I couldn't respond. If I did, it would be like breaking a dam. So I covered my eyes, hoping that was enough to hide myself away. I didn't dare peek at him, the expression on his face, as I cried. And he didn't say anything. Only my occasional sniffles broke the silence. I half expected him to throw one of those usual sharp, piercing remarks he loved to jab me with. But he didn't. Kit, don't. Whatever it is you're going to say, don't. It's just so much. And everyone acts like they're only giving me one small thing, but it piles up and piles up. And by the time I realize how much work there is, it's too late, and I don't know how to break it down to share, and my voice cracked, and I swallowed the rest of my sentence. I didn't trust myself to continue without completely breaking down. Van seemed to hesitate before reaching out for my hand awkwardly. He held my hand in his, rubbing small circles along my knuckles. It was strangely comforting. My sniffles started to fade. Sometimes I wish I could just leave it all behind, drop completely off the map and run away.
To where? Some meadow?
Ooh, perhaps a field of flowers. Yes, actually. I've always wanted to go.
Really? Crazy guess. Well, if you ever take the leap, take me with you.
Why? You would come?
Beats this place. Maybe then I'd pursue my dream of being an artist.
You want to be an artist?
When I was younger, it was all I could think about. But, you know, parents don't approve. You go to college, you get a soul-sucking job like this.
It's never too late.
Sure. But then who will do all your work for you when you're having a good cry?
This is the first time that's happened.
Impressively, it is.
He laughed, and a few strands of his hair fell into his face. He actually looked cute. Did I really just think that about Van of all people? My mind drifted back to our recent conversation. Say, do you still think we're soulmates?
I don't know.
It is hard to believe. You don't seem like the romantic type.
Is that any way to talk to someone helping you?
I'm just stating facts.
Do you think we are?
You didn't even answer.
You go first. I'm still thinking.
Why? Are you going to steal my answer?
Oh, please. When have I ever done that?
That's true. If there's one thing you can do, it's think for yourself.
Wow, that a compliment?
Don't let it get to your head.
Too late.
I shook my head, trying to hide the smile on my lips. Anyways, I'm scared. I'm scared. Because if I were really having this conversation, regardless of my actual beliefs, I'd say no just to be a little shit. But I am seeing... I mean, to be fair, the camera just turned off. I literally just watched it turn off. Oh my god, I'm going to lose my fucking marbles. In the context of this game, it is remembering my choices, like the meadow choice that we just went through. I want there to be a future, because I don't think it's going to be in this specific one. I want there to be a future where it's like, yes, I believed the entire time. You know? I think that's cute. Would I say that to somebody? No. No way. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I'm combative. I'm sorry. Whether we are or not, I don't think that matters.
Why?
Because being in love, falling in love is about the experience. You know, learning about each other, finding new things to fall in love with, supporting someone no matter what, and them doing the same for you. A relationship that's just pure and unselfish. I think soulmates are just a way to confirm that the person you're with will do that. So I guess even if you are my soulmate, you have to prove it. He laughed again and my heart fluttered. Has his laugh always sounded like that?
I don't know if I believe in soulmates, but if they existed, I think the universe would send signs. Signs like the ones they already sent to us. So maybe we're soulmates. Maybe we're not. I don't know, but...
Hi, again.
I do know that since the day we touched, I can't stop thinking about you.
Oh my gosh. Every single time I do that with the 3D VTuber hands, it makes me laugh. Hey, by the way, what a line to say to somebody, just... What a thing to say. I would be caught dead saying something like that.
At first I was just curious, and are you my soulmate? Are you not? But it didn't take long for that to change. Soon you were always on my mind. Are you in your office? How are you doing? Fuck, this is embarrassing.
But you're going for it, so I mean, go for it. He wasn't the only one that felt that way. The back of my neck, the tips of my ears felt hot. Oh my god, you've been thinking about me? And not in a bad way?
As much as I want to deny it, yes.
Normally, I would have retorted with something sharp. But as much as I wanted to deny it, his confession flustered me. In a good way. What happened? Just a couple days ago, we were at each other's throats. So, then, what good things have you been thinking about me?
Shut up. I give you a whole speech and you still want more?
Yeah.
You always greedy with the people you like?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say I liked you.
Sure, I'm laying my heart out, holding your hand, and you haven't moved a muscle. What is that then?
Maybe I'm just not mean like you to people when they're vulnerable.
Like I'll believe that after working with you for this long.
I'm not mean.
Sure.
He smirked, absent-mindedly bringing the top of my hand to rest against his... Don't do that, ew. I think all this happened because of a thunderstorm. Oh, we're good. We're getting back to the... This is a scene. If we were together in a past life, do you think this is our first time meeting since then?
I wouldn't know. If we have met, I don't remember.
Holding my hand isn't jarring any memories.
What? No, I don't know. That's not how my thing works.
Do you want to try? I leaned closer to him, and the unfamiliar pink hue on his cheeks deepened. What, no scathing remarks, no witty retorts, no snide comments?
Shut up.
Ooh, classic. By now, my lips were only a breath from it. Damn, who am I? Each inhale Van took brought us tortuously closer together. Yeah, that's close enough to what my hands are doing, and they lost it. You gotta do something. I'm not that kind of person. He shifted to lean over me. Lean over? Damn, okay, hold on, wait. Bag it up. Desire in his gaze. My face heated up. He had never looked at me like this before. Can I leave? Well, are you going to kiss me or what?
What was that? I didn't catch that.
Oh, I can't believe I'm being mean to you and you're going to be mean to me. This isn't fair.
You begging me for something?
Shut up. No, as if.
Huh. Well, maybe if you do beg, I'll consider it.
Get out of my office. He gently lifted my chin towards him, forcing me to look directly into his amused eyes. You're not supposed to turn this back around on me. His personality's rotten even when he's being romantic. Why would you do that? Hell no, we do not give in, we do not surrender. Please. This is embarrassing. What if someone hears us?
We'll have to work on it, but it'll pass for now.
I'm going to wring your neck in your sleep. His mouth met mine in a deep kiss. His intoxicating smell of pine surrounded me again. We parted for a second, each of us using the opportunity to catch our breath, and he murmured,
Holy shit. You suck at kissing.
I headbutted the table. That's what that tracking loss thing was. I completely fucking folded. Wow. What? Then don't kiss me. He cut my words off with his lips on mine and placed his hand at the base of my neck, pulling me even closer to him. For someone who says I suck, he sure can't seem to stop kissing me. I pulled away from him, ready to retort.
Don't.
He easily shut me. Okay, fine, what the fuck? He easily shut me up with another kiss before leaning back.
You're going to say something annoying, right? You always
Yeah.
make that face before you do.
I am. You have to accept it. He flashed me the same smirk he always wore when he wanted to make my life harder. But this time, I didn't find myself as annoyed by it. Van stared at me for a moment longer before returning his attention to my computer.
Well, hate to cut the party short, but if you don't finish your changes by the end of the day, it's my ass on the line too.
Yeah,
So, chop chop.
I'm being harassed and bullied. Fine.
Don't sound so disappointed. If you do well, I'll reward you later.
He leaned towards me, planting a quick peck on my cheek before pulling away. The shit-eating grin was back, and I pushed him. Shut up. Do you normally reward your coworkers like that?
Have to say, this is a first.
I tried to ignore the rising heat on my cheeks and returned to my work. As I promised, by the end of the day, I had finished making all the changes. But admittedly, I had been distracted by Van the entire time, something I never would have thought possible before today. Soulmates, huh? An invisible red thread connects those who are destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstance. The thread may stretch or tangle, but will never break. Would you ever want... Huh? Oh, whoa. This is... Back it up. No. Any particular reason? Do I get to choose? Oh, that makes sense. I guess why did I tell you that? But why am I so curious? No reason. I was gonna say, what do I click now? Okay. Will you follow the string into the next life? So back to the string. Okay.
Red string of fate.
That was a question. That was...
Follow it to
Anyway,
where you
next one.
are.